Here comes Frontline Defense. We're going to check out how their product can improve the security on a sliding glass door. Hey guys, this is Wayne here, and we're going to be installing this Frontline Defense. This is actually their in-swing version here. So this is the 3100 series for in-swing doors. This is the aluminum. You can also get it in white. White would probably go with more sliding glass doors than the aluminum will, but they do offer two different colors. And we're going to install that right here to prevent any kind of access to this area here. You can see that there's a gap and there's not a lot of room. There's nothing protecting this area right here for this sliding glass door. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull the hardware off, and then we're going to re-drill those holes. We're going to mount this piece. You can see how it interlocks together right here. This piece is going to get mounted on the door, and then this piece is going to get mounted on the frame, and when they come together, they form an interlocking bond so that you can't get anything in between the two of them. So the first thing we have to do is cut it down to size, and then the second thing we're going to have to do is, if you notice, this gap is tight at the top and then it gets bigger at the bottom. Okay, we got about a ½ inch gap at the bottom. So we're actually going to need to adjust those rollers on the door to make sure that the door is flush and flat, and then we'll go ahead and install this on there, and then we'll install the door piece and the frame piece. Alrighty, here we go. We're going to use the circular saw to cut it to the correct length. Once you get that measurement, take off all the hardware from the inside and the outside so that you can mount it on the door and the frame itself. Use that circular saw with the Diablo steel cutting or aluminum cutting blade. These are aluminum. And then you literally just screw it right into place. I believe it comes with some through bolts. You can through bolt it, or you can just screw it right directly into the wood. I would recommend using the through bolts on at least a few locations so that it can't just be unscrewed from the outside, obviously. And then the hardware will also help hold it into place. Then we're going to make sure that the portion that it slides into is also cut the way that it needs to be cut. Alright, so now you can see we have this fully interlocking pattern all the way down, and then it does actually lock into here. Before, we could actually just shake this door and it would open up. Now we have a really nice solid bond. It's a really nice lock there. It's far more sealed due to the interlocking design of here and here. And this, you can't slip anything in between here to try and jimmy them open now. So it's more weather resistant, more weather tight, more energy efficient, and actually works better. And now we go ahead and do the adjustment on the bottom. You can see that those rollers, there's two little plugs, and then you can use a flathead screwdriver to adjust the rollers to make sure that the door is actually vertically aligned. Notice how before I was saying that it's closer at the top than it was at the bottom. It was kind of tapering open, so that's not going to seal very well, obviously. So we go ahead and use a flathead screwdriver, adjust it, put it into place, and now the door is sliding a lot better. Got to try a couple different ways and different times or different positions, and eventually you'll get that magic spot where it works very, very smoothly and the outside lines up exactly where you need it to.